Hello and welcome once again to Group W Cable Sports presentation of the United States Volleyball Association. This is the Intermediate Men's Division, and this is the Championship Series. The two teams here will be Malibu against the Palisades. They will be playing 3 games here, or the best of 3 rather. And if, of course, this is a double elimination tournament, so it's possible that it could be forced into a 4th game. The teams are up at the net now, shaking hands. Of course, the Malibu team on the right of your screen, and the Palisades team is on your left. This, of course, intermediate boys covers the 17 and under. The teams will warm up now for an extended period. I believe they will take a 5-minute warm-up per team here. And so we'll be back with the start of the game. The two teams will warm up here. I believe they are given 5 minutes apiece. And so we'll be back for the first game in this set of the Championship Men's right after this. Welcome back to the United States Volleyball Association Championship game. This is the intermediate division. That would be boys under 17. Does that include 17? We'll find out from my special guest, Mike O'Hara, previous Olympian in 1964, also a member of the United States Volleyball Hall of Fame. Welcome, Mike.
Chris, nice to be aboard. This should be fun.
The question I had coming up, does this include boys by the age of 17? It must, looking at the size.
Yes, it's 16 and 17-year-olds. And these two teams are the finest in the tournament. They were tabbed to be the teams in the finals, and it worked out that way, although the team across from us on the far side that will start serving, the Pacific Palisades team, was favored to be on the winner's side, and they had to come up through the loser's bracket.
So Malibu and Palisades here playing. The Palisades team will start off with the serve. Hard smash there, and it looks like we're going to have a lot of strength involved with these players.
These guys are very strong. You know, that was a tremendous hit by Nick Rothman. It was an off play. The ball was up there, and he went down the line with it. Nice player from Samo High, Santa Monica High School, Nick Rothman.
Here's the serve by the Malibu team. Ooh, that was a hard smash.
These guys have been resting all day. They just had one match early this morning, whereas the other team has had a couple today, some real tough matches. It'll be interesting to see who stays fresh.
There's a spike. That one goes out.
Right away.
It's 2-0 in favor of Malibu.
Malibu starting very strong. Nick Rothman serving that ball really well, getting them into trouble.
Now this, of course, is a best 2 out of 3 here.
That's right, 2 out of 3, and if the Palisades team should win that 2 out of 3, they play a final one single game.
Because the Palisades, of course, lost 1 game previous to this, and Malibu is undefeated.
That's right.
Setting it up, hard smash.
Kent Steffes, a real tiger up there in the front court, hits that quick set awfully well. He now goes back to serve. One of the great athletes out on the floor, the big bomber for that Malibu team.
Malibu controls here. They lead it 2-0. There's a hard spike.
That was Ryan O'Hara son of Mike O'Hare out there, and he's a setter, but they went to him in the quick play, and Ryan sees that block real well.
Just for our viewers at home, the gold-colored lines on the floor are the ones defining the volleyball court here. Of course, also you see such courts as the badminton court and, of course, the basketball. That's very apparent on schools like this. We're, of course, at McAllister College in St. Paul, Minnesota.
Chris Pennell belting that ball through the block. Very nicely done. Keep your eye on Judd Bushler across the court on the left side in the front now. Judd is one of the fine players, a great basketball player. He's number 9 over there.
I can see that most of these guys must be excellent basketball players just with their height.
They really are. Dan Hannon comes from Orange County, and this is kind of an all-star team. Bushler is from San Diego, Hannon from Orange County, most of the players from Pacific Palisades. Trevor Sherman, the big boy, is from Honolulu.
2-1 in favor of Malibu. That one hit the antenna, I believe. So the score will remain 2-1, and possession will go back to the Malibu team.
Anything hitting that antenna is a foul, and automatically the team that plays the ball off that antenna loses the point. Chris Pennell, a very strong server who played for Palisades High School last year. Again, he and Kent Steffes were 2 of the fine players from that Pali team. So this is kind of up for bragging rights for that part of the country. Malibu being located geographically right next to Pacific Palisades.
Still 2-1 in favor of Malibu. There's the spike. Goes right by us here.
The big boy from Honolulu put that ball away. That was Trevor Sherman, and he is big and strong. Going to UCLA next year, by the way.
Palisades with the serve. Nice setup, but a nice block made there.
Ball was blocked, but off the block and out of bounds. The server is Craig Forsythe. Played at Santa Monica High School, a real good ball player.
Whistle blown there. What was the call on that one?
That was a bad pass, and the setter couldn't get to the ball, and he threw the ball. Ryan O'Hara, as the setter, has to have a good pass in order to execute the offense.
3-1 in favor of Malibu. Hard hit, and the return goes out of bounds.
Good deception that time. The first hitter went up. The fake went to the first hitter. They set the second hitter, and the block was already down.
There's the setup.
Kent Steffes, once again, he can handle that ball wherever they set that ball within a range of maybe 3 or 4 feet, and he just goes up and clips it off.
Malibu leads Palisades 3-1. And here is the serve. He delays a bit to make sure all his players are in position. There it is. Nobody noticed that it was a setup.
That was a great deceptive play, except the second hitter didn't come for the ball.
So it's 4-1 now in favor of Malibu. There's a nice set, but it's off the top of the net and came back.
Timeout called by Mike Norman. Mike Norman, the coach for the Pacific Palisades team, is an assistant coach for UCLA, and of course UCLA has won about 50% of the national championships, so Mike Norman is one of the fine coaches.
5-1, Malibu leads it. Looking at the official staff, what makes up a complete officialing staff here at one of the volleyball games?
The USVBA provides the top officials from around the country to do this, and these boys on the stand have had a lot of experience. The very best from the 5-day tournament are out there on the stand right now.
5-1 in favor of Malibu. Whistle's blown, and there's the serve. Nice setup and a hard smash, but a block there. One more setup and over the top. Malibu setting up the other way. Cross-court smash. That was a beauty.
Adam Unger went for it and just missed the line. Nice play on both sides. Both these teams are tremendous defensive teams. Got to really nail that ball to put it away.
The 6-1 serve. The setup and almost out of position. A nice save. There's the spike.
Into the net on the block. That was Trevor Sherman, who was the big man in that block in the center, and he netted. And so far, it's really pretty one-sided out there, even though the points are bitterly contested. The Malibu team looking awfully sharp.
They have a 7-1 lead now in the first game. There's the setup.
Great save back there.
Nice save of the volley. That one's long.
Looking for a touch. No touch. Nice play. That was Judd back there. Judd Bushler, one of the great athletes on the floor.
There's an excellent shot from our cameras. You can see how much these players sweat already just a bit underway in the game. It is quite hot in this gymnasium. I wonder how the players thought, being from California, coming up to Minnesota, I wonder if they thought it was going to be cold.
Well, they were looking for some humidity, and it is humid.
That's for sure.
But very pleasant. It's easy to stay warm.
Oh. Hard setup, and that one's going to hit over on the side out of bounds.
Well, here comes the Palisades team back. 3 serving 7. Starting to play a little better. All the last 2 days have been starting slow.
There's the setup. Nice save by the Palisades. Off the front. And there's the set.
Nick Rothman looking really good out there. He's going up and just swinging as hard as he can, hitting that deep ball, and that's tough to play.
The serve goes back over to the Malibu side. Nick Rothman serving for Malibu. 7-3. There's a setup. Hard spike, but a nice block made there.
There you have the best athlete on the Malibu side blocking against the best hitter on the Palisades time, Judd Bushler, and that time it was a refund.
Here's the 8-3 serve. Setup and a nice dunk in there.
Yeah, Peter Blackman, very clever setter. He sees that block and just tucks that ball in. Going into the ball game is Kevin Shepard, who is the son of one of the fine actors in the business from Honolulu, Tom Selleck. This is Kevin Shepard, a very nice player.
There's a spike.
Off the block and out of bounds by Kent Steffes. Again, Kent going into the back row now. He's the big hitter on that team. They need him up in that front, and when he's up there, they do awfully well.
8-3 in favor of Malibu. There's the serve. A spike, but a nice block made there.
Off the block and out of bounds. Judd Bushler, as I say, the best spiker on that club. That's a nice duel.
Set up slow, but a nice put it over the net. Spike comes back over. They save it in.
So quick.
There's a spike, but a nice block.
Kevin Shepard with Bushler. Those guys are awfully good up there blocking. Reject.
Here's a serve. Hard spike, and Malibu will get possession back. Malibu is up by 4.
Both teams have settled down now, and they're playing slide-out volleyball. Real hard to score now.
They are changing balls.
And also wiping up the floor. You start getting a little moisture out there as these players dive around on the floor, so they keep that towel handy.
We saw how much they were sweating out there. And moisture accumulates very easily on these floors. Nice save. Over the top. Play slows up.
Dan Hannon from Orange County floating through the air. Nice set by Blackman. And suddenly side outs are very frequent. But of course Bushler now in the backcourt, and he's their big hitter.
Malibu leads at 8-4. Palisades serving. There's the set. A hard one, but a nice save. The spike and the block, and the Palisades put one up.
Oh, they call Kevin Shepard under the net on that play. Beautiful block, though, and a nice dig back there by Judd Bushler.
So that nullifies the point, and the serve will go back over to Malibu. 8-4. Serve was low, and I believe it hit the floor.
Nice serve that time. Ball just dropped.
Dropped in the right place as a 9-4 score is up for Malibu.
Chris Pennell, as I mentioned the first time out, he's one of their best servers, and he can put a string on that ball. He hits it with no spin, and the ball just weaves and bobs.
Drops low, but a nice save. Up for the spike. First man goes up and misses, but the second man is timed right.
That time Craig Forsythe, who is an excellent blocker, was right there, but he only got a piece of it, not enough of it. Ryan O'Hara back into the game, serving.
There's a spike, but a nice save. You can hear that one hit.
Nice dig back there.
That one goes in, and Malibu puts another one up on the board. Or rather, they regain possession on that one. It's 9-4.
Craig Forsythe, the server. Hits long.
They let it go. It lands long, so the Palisades will be serving. Down by 5. There's the set. Hard hit, and it lands in.
Nick Rothman is about 4 for 0. He's put every ball down that they've set to him. Spunky little guy. Only about 6 foot tall, but boy, he hits hard.
Score remains 9-4 with Malibu serving. Nice save. And the set. Just over. It hit the antenna.
Well, they got away with a bum set and did something with it. Nice play. Nick Rothman again.
10-4 serve. There's the spike, but a nice save made there. They're looking for the set. It's way back. He's got to hit it over. He does. An excellent save. Play slows up, set up at the net. In time. But a nice block attempt made at the net.
Trevor Sherman up there like a wall. Nice hit, but he got him. Finally somebody got to Nick. Sherman the server.
It's a 10-4 lead in favor of Malibu. There's the set. Beauty.
Kent Steffes moving that ball around up there. Really tough to block 1-to-1. They really need to get 2 people up blocking him to get him.
Malibu still leads at 10-4. There's a spike. Off one of the Palisades players and out of bounds.
Rick McLaughlin hitting that ball. He's a setter. Really playing well. These guys are not letting that ball hit the ground. 11 serving 4. Timeout called by Palisades. Mike Norman.
It's 11-4 in favor of the Malibu team. I was noticing when they were serving, they serve a bit farther back than the girls. What is the official distance back from that end line that they have to serve from?
They just have to serve from back of the end line and in front of the orange mark, but they can be as far back as they want to be. And some people are comfortable with being way back, and others stand right up by the line.
All depends, I suppose, upon their strength and their comfortability.
That's right. What they can make the toughest. They want to make that ball weave and bob so it's hard to pass.
Here's the serve. How much can they put into a serve? Can they put spins and different back spins on it, or is it just a straight power serve?
Yeah, they can spin it, but when you spin it, then you know exactly where it's going to go. It's real easy to read, whereas if you hit it flat and dead, the ball will do something different every time.
According to how it breaks through the wind, I suppose. Here's the serve.
Okay, Adam Unger has gone out, and into the game has come Tom Parr, number 8, and he's big and strong, and let's see what he can do out there.
Hard hit there. Kent
Steffes showing what a great hitter he is.
12-4 the score in favor of the Malibu team.
Kevin Shepard into the game now for Ryan O'Hara. They're going for the big meet up there. Figure they need to block, and you've got a bigger man going in both these cases. Adam Unger a little bit quicker, but Tom Parr bigger and stronger.
Here's the serve. Nice save and a setup. The block, but it's on the wrong side. It comes down on the Palisades side, so another point up on the board for Malibu.
Nice play. Kent Steffes hung that ball up there beautifully. Very nice play. Chris Pennell is playing great. They are really playing the best game I've ever seen him play.
There's the spike, but I believe it went into the net. Either way, the block was up.
The ball was not set high enough, and Bushler couldn't hit it well.
Game point of game number 1 here, 14-4. There's the set. Through the middle.
Tommy Parr put that ball through. There's your freshman coming through when he needed to. And Malibu, just like a machine out there, they are making so few mistakes.
That spike managed to squeeze through the 2 men on the front line. There's a spike and a nice block, but
Chris
the
Pennell
block goes off to the side.
Chris Pennell hitting like a tiger. He's a great passer, does it all. Nice play. Rick McLaughlin now the server.
There's the serve, 14-4. This is game point in game 1. That one landed in just inside the goal line, so the serving control will go back to the Palisades.
Ryan O'Hara back into the game for Kevin Shepard.
14-4. The Palisades are down. They'll wipe some sweat off the floor there. And we're ready to serve it. Hard spike, but a nice save.
Good dig by Blackman. Parker Blackman.
Set up for the spike.
Chris Pennell playing super steady, banging everything well. This Malibu team cannot be beaten right now. 14-4.
It's up there. Malibu wins it. 15-4. What did you see there in the first game that gave the edge to the Malibu team?
They played so steady. They were passing every ball. When you pass well, then your offense is going to work, because then you've got that pass goes up to the setter. The setter has 3 hitters to choose between, and so every play the blocker doesn't know where to go. Whereas on the other side of the court, Palisades were having some passing trouble. Shermer on that last play, you know, he passed the ball into the net, and even when you pass it a little bit poorly, then the blockers know where to go to block.
Malibu wins the first game 15-4. We'll be back to Macalester College right after this.
The hottest fireworks in July are happening on HBO. See sparks fly in Pritzy's honor, Clint explode in Pale Rider, Tina turn loose in Mad Max, and Cher take off in Mask. It's a star-spangled HBO July, and there's more. From the hot soul of Sisters in the Name of Love to the heated play at Wimbledon. So what are you waiting for? Call your cable company now for great entertainment. Join the summer celebration. Get HBO in July.
Welcome back to Macalester College. Christopher Glenn along with Mike O'Hara. We saw in that first game a big lead put on by the Malibu team. And do you think the Palisades has an opportunity? I mean, they have a good team. They wouldn't be here if they didn't. But how do you think they're going to fare here against Malibu?
They can come back, and it's called desperation time now, because they're one game away from oblivion. Off the block and out of bounds. Again, Malibu continues to really play well. They get the first point on the board. Now Palisades really has a long road because they have to win 3 straight in order to win this tournament. That's tough. There's a break. There's a break. A bad pass, and the block was in the net. Kent Steffes hit the net, and that's the only thing to save them from being 2-zip.
So they're down 1-0. They're serving. At the net, the setup. Nice block. They'll set it up one more time. That was a hard one to return.
Couldn't do a whole lot. Side out.
Serve goes.
They're losing those golden plays. Again, here's a team that's been put together at the last minute, and no one knows one another too well.
Nice setup, but it's into the net.
And Palisades scrambling here. They look like they're coming unglued at the seams.
Here's a serve. Hard spike blocked and went out of bounds. Control will go back over to Palisades.
Judd Bushler, the server. They need to get something on the board.
Couldn't quite decide what to do with that one.
Yeah, they got a piece of the block, and so they had to play it. So far, Malibu just looking indestructible. Everything they do is right.
The block, and it goes out.
Off
Palisades will get one there.
Yeah, Dan Hannon starting to hit that ball well.
Palisades got a break and a substitution coming in now.
This is Ryan O'Hare, and he's one of the better servers on the club. Let's see what he can do in the way of making that ball wiggle. Free ball. Here's a chance to score.
Hard hit.
Okay.
I think he might have hit the net, did he?
That time O'Hara set the ball to Blackman, his fellow setter, and he put it down. Got
Clean
him to
hit.
make an error.
Clean hit. Here's a serve. There's a smash.
Maybe he's got to put that serve tougher. That's a little marshmallow serve, and they get the good pass, and away they go.
2-1 in favor of Malibu. There's the setup.
Trevor Sherman. Looks like a tank coming up there. Goes right over the block. That's what they need to do more of. Dan Hannon, the server.
There's the serve. It's 2-1.
A free ball is a mistake.
There's the spike and the block, and it goes out of bounds.
Okay, Adam Unger puts that ball away. Now Malibu's starting to show they're human. They're starting to make a few mistakes, and suddenly we got a brand new game here.
Tied up, 2 apiece. Here's a serve. Hard spike, a nice block, and the save. They say he hit the net.
Too bad. Nice block. They had control of the ball. That could have been a point. Those little errors come back to haunt you.
Score remains 2-2, and Malibu will serve it.
Pretty spank by Adam Unger. Ball was out there. The block gave him a little crack down the line, and Adam took advantage. Trevor Sherman from Honolulu, the server.
So the Palisades get it back. Score remains at 2-2. Playing side out here.
This is Randy Guerin coming into the ball game.
There's a serve. Smash cross court, and it lands in the right place.
Nick Rothman, real quick. That ball was not set well. Nick did something with it. Found the floor.
So side out again, and the score will remain at 2-2. Malibu will serve it up. Here's a serve. Set up at the net. That smash is long.
Kent Steffes didn't have much to work with there, but he ripped it and just missed the backcourt. Nice play, though. You got to go for it, especially when you're ahead. This is the first time in 2 days that I've seen Judd Bushler get blocked as many times as he has. He was just unbeatable earlier in the day.
There's the setup. That one cross court and it lands in, I believe.
Judd Bushler blocking too far over. The furthest that set is back from the net, the more you got to block the center.
The score will remain 2-2. We've been playing side out, back and forth here.
Chris Jeffrey back in the game. He does the backcourt part. Randy Guerin in the front court. That time Malibu blocking in the net. Otherwise they would have had a point.
Malibu retires the serve there.
They're not used to having those errors. They just assumed they'd gotten that point. 2-2. It's been there for about 5 minutes now.
There's the setup. Serve will go back the other way once again.
Both best athletes from each side go against one another. Kent Steffes tucks that ball over the block, over Bushler's block.
Setup.
That time the ball was out, but again Malibu block was in the net, so it's another side out. At least Malibu is starting to make those errors, and that's what's keeping this game close. Otherwise they'd be out in front again.
2-2 the score. That one was low on the net, but it's good. The block there, it hit the antenna, so there'll be one up on the board. It's 3-2 now in favor of the Palisades.
Dan Hannon making a nice spike that time. Very smart play. Not much to work with.
Nice block.
Dan Hannon that time faded away from the net instead of hanging tough in there, because Steffes didn't have a whole lot of room, and they should have been able to shut him up. Kent Steffes is so far winning his battle. He's definitely the strongest spiker out there.
Malibu serve.
Hannon hits out. First hitting mistake for a while.
3-3 now. Still tied up.
Back to a new game.
Malibu serves up.
Mistake. Offensive mistake. And they get punished for it.
Drops in.
Craig Forsythe that time tucked that ball in, and Mike Norman is really frustrated.
Goes up 4-3. A timeout called down on the court. It seems like this game is much more even.
It is, and only because Malibu is starting to make some errors out there. They played almost flawless ball the first game, and Mike Norman, the coach, is getting after him pretty good. By the way, the other head coach is Jim McLaughlin from Malibu. He's the assistant coach out there, and Pepperdine, as you know, has been one of the top teams in the country, and lately this last year they won it all, and UCLA came in third. So maybe this is a portent of things to come.
We were talking earlier about the Hall of Fame, which you are a member of. You said there were 2 locations for that.
That's right. It has been at Los Angeles with the Olympics and all. They had it there, and now they're moving it to Massachusetts.
Was it moved? Was it originally in Los Angeles, or was it just transported there for the purpose of the Olympics?
It was originally in Los Angeles, right. A lot of your best volleyball players have come off the beaches because you have a chance to have 2 seasons, indoors and out. Oh, great block. That was a nice play. Trevor Sherman went up there and hit the ball as hard as he could, and the big wall came up and took him out of it.
6-3 the score in favor of Malibu. Substitutions being made on the side.
So we got now Tommy Parr coming in for Dan Hannon. They're using Parr as that 7th man wherever they need him.
Malibu to serve it up. They lead it 6-3 in this second game. Hard smash.
Well, they go right after the substitute. They serve right at Tommy Parr, and Parr rewarded him by bumping that ball over the net. That first pass is so vital.
They go up 7-3 now.
Nice play. Sherman really stretched to hit that ball. The ball was set real fast. And once again, Malibu jumping on these guys from Palisades. Palisades really needs to get a spark to get back in this game.
Palisades serving. There's a save. And if that beam wasn't on the ceiling, I thought that one might be mine.
Coming our way.
Of course, I think I should let you hit that, you being the experienced man.
Chris Pennell is playing a great ball game over there. He's passing well, hitting well.
Hard smash cross court.
Trevor Sherman stretching out there. They go to him a lot when he's in that front row. Tommy Parr, the server.
7-3 the score still. It's the Palisades serve. There's a smash and a block. Nice diving attempt, but no avail.
Yeah, again, Malibu hitting that ball so well. They're really stroking it. Chris Pennell, another great server, back there to serve. See if that ball wiggles for him. No.
Smash in there.
Bad pass, this time by Bushler. And they're serving right off the court now. 8-3.
Malibu serving. Smash there, defensive block. Goes up to 9-3.
Adam Unger hitting the ball into the net and asking the setter to please set it up there higher. The Pali team really looks tired. They're showing the effects of playing in this heat and playing 2 tough matches before they got here, whereas Malibu only had to play 1 because they were in the winner's bracket. Nick Rothman, the first time he's hit into the net. And suddenly Palisades gets on the board for serving 9.
9-4 in favor of Malibu.
Tommy Parr not reacting quickly enough to get to that ball. Again, the big hitters have to be quick on their feet, and that's why this game calls for so much agility. Oh, Blackman.
That one was a close one.
Very smartly tucking that ball down the line with a no set situation. A terrible pass, not much better set. Substitution. Kevin Shepard in the game for Ryan O'Hara. This gives them that bigger front line that they're going to need if they're going to block anything.
There you see him. Very tall.
Got him in trouble.
Set up in the spike right through.
Quick ball by Bushler. Nice set by Blackman. And suddenly it's 5-9 and timeout called by McLaughlin for Malibu.
They're up 9-5, but they just they want to make sure that they continue on that route. This game is theirs if they can cap it off here. They have the momentum going with them, and momentum is pretty much a major part of this game.
That's true. Of course, it can shift, but so far it's all been in their favor. For a while, it was playing even, but Palisades couldn't take advantage of it. They need some inspiration here.
Palisades looks like it has some larger members on the team, maybe, but that maybe not as agile because the Malibu is ahead at this point.
That's true. Palisades is a bigger team. There's a lot more to it than just bigness. Adam Unger tucking that ball down the line again.
9-6 the score now. It's keeping close here in the second game of the United States Volleyball Association Championship Series here.
Palisades has to win this game for this night to continue, and they know it, so they need to grab some quick momentum real fast.
Of course, the girls' intermediate championship went to 4 games.
That's right. Nick Rothman hitting into the net again. No, I guess he did tuck it in and got away with it. 9 serving 6. Good match in the women's division.
There's a set. Can't get it over the net, though.
Judd Bushler wasn't ready to hit. He didn't think they were going to him, so he wasn't ready for that quick set. Having a tough game compared to what he's done before. He's been brilliant before now.
There's a setup off a defender in the front line. They reset it up again, and they hit it into the net.
That time Rothman didn't get away with it, but Bushler doesn't have his rhythm like he had earlier. He's really struggling out there. And of course, they're blocking well and digging well on the other side of the net.
Spike, but a nice block there. They'll try to set it up. Hard smash. Nobody home.
Tommy Parr reaching and hitting well. 7 serving 10. They needed that point big.
The game is staying close, relatively within 3 points. They lose control there. Possession goes back over to Malibu.
Kent Steffes moving that ball around beautifully. He's so tough in that center.
(10-7) lead now. Malibu serves. Hard smash right in there.
Kevin Shepard, Tommy Selleck's son, and Selleck would have been proud of him there. By the way, Tommy Selleck plays an awfully nice game of volleyball, Chris. He's at most of the national tournaments and plays very well.
Now, if that fan was involved with the team, he might have saved that one.
Yeah.
Out of bounds.
Block had a hole in it. Can't do that. They got to be tight.
10-7 still the score in favor of Malibu. They're serving it up. Nice series of blocks. Still up there and finally spiked over.
Sherman reaching and into the net. What a nice play, though, both sides. Kept that ball alive a long time. Beautiful defensive playing.
Followed through right into the net. Malibu will retain the serve, and they go up 11-7 now.
Palisades can't get that spark.
There's the spike. Cross court, hit the top of the net, though, and goes out.
Scott Sherman really struggling now. The big bomber from Honolulu is having trouble finding the court.
12-7 serve. Nice lay over the top, but had enough time to react. There's the spike. That one saved and set up. He fanned on that one, couldn't get everything he had on it.
No, and the wall was ready. That big block was there. Blackman tried his best to put that ball up on the court. Couldn't get enough of it.
13-7 in favor of Malibu.
Desperation time for Palisades. Kevin Shepard up and ready. And this team needs some tough serving from Ryan O'Hara, who's just going into the ball game.
They're down by 6. It's 13-7 in favor of Malibu. Palisades serving.
Nice serve. Got him in trouble.
There's the spike. A nice block. And it lands out.
Judd Bushler teed off on that ball. Really hit it well.
13-8 in favor of Malibu. Palisades serving.
Got him in trouble again. Free ball. Chance for a biggie. Ooh.
Nice spike through the middle.
I mean, man, nice play by Tom Parr. And that serve is getting them into trouble. That's what they've got to do, is serve tougher. Suddenly we got a 9-13 ball game, and momentum seems to be shifting a little bit. Nice time to call a timeout by Jim McLaughlin for the Malibu team.
13-9 the score. Remained awfully close in the beginning, but the Malibu team seems to be creeping up, putting more and more points on the board. It was usually a 3-point deficit. Now it's 4. And so the Palisades team is going to have to hurry it up if they want to come back to win it. They are really down in the hole because they'll have to win 2 more games, including this one, just in order to win it.
Make it wiggle.
Here's the serve.
Nah, got him in trouble again. Oh, there's a point. Here they come. Ryan O'Hara serving that ball really well.
Back within 3. It's 13-10.
Ryan O'Hara serving that ball. Tough play. Got it. Little up. And suddenly unravel time. 11 serving 13. Momentum shifting just in the nick of time. Can they keep it up? Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. What do you think, Chris?
It looks like they have a chance to come back here. There's a serve. They're setting it up. Nice save and a smash. The block, it goes out.
Oh!
They call that one in favor of Malibu.
Macaroni. Linesman called that ball out of nowhere. Highly questionable.
Here's a serve by Malibu. Palisades is on thin ice. There's a spike. A beauty.
Trevor Shermer coming from way across the court to hit that ball. They needed that big. Now we got Tommy Parr back to serve. Can he keep that string going?
There's a serve. And a spike. It's in the net.
And again, the player that has been playing flawlessly the whole game, Chris Pennell, pops that ball into the net, and Jim McLaughlin, coach of the Malibu team, making a change.
13-12, it's within 1.
Randy Guerin replacing Chris Jeffrey. Tommy Parr the server again. 12-13, we got ourselves a ball game here. Not much of a set.
There's the spike, a nice block, but it lands inside.
And that substitution of Randy Guerin paid off for him because he tucked that ball in nicely. Not much of a set to work with either. And back in the serving spot is the best server in the game probably out there, and that's Chris Pennell. Let's see what he does.
13-12, Malibu leads it, and they're serving up.
Nothing.
Hard spike, and that one's going out.
All right, now they recovered nicely. That was a pretty play. Adam Unger was hungry and ready to hit that ball. Trevor Sherman, the server. He can serve a nice heavy ball. Got a strong arm on him.
13-12, Palisades serving down by 1. Hard smash, and that's out of bounds.
And Craig Forsythe hits out. Some spiking errors on that team, and suddenly he's at a brand new game at 13-all.
The crowd livens up a bit here. Palisades serving. It's 13 apiece. There's the spike, a nice block. Another setup. Slight one over. Nice save, cross court. The smash. 2 saves there. It looks like that one's going out.
Nice play. Great dig. And Adam Unger swinging at that ball well. Suddenly we got the total change of momentum, 14-13. Can they pull it off? Sherman serves out with a game on the line. Boy, that's going for it.
Timeout call.
Sword, you die by the sword. Mike Norman surprisingly calls timeout.
It looked like maybe the momentum was with them, and maybe they shouldn't have called it. But it can have an effect both ways. It might frighten the Malibu players, or at least give them more time to think about what's ahead of them.
Yeah, it's tough to serve after a timeout. You kind of lost your rhythm a little bit, and so you usually kind of play it safe and you don't serve too tough in order to keep it in. Let's see what happens here.
Blood slows down a bit as Malibu comes back out on the court. 13 serving, 14. It hits the top of the net, a net serve. He didn't have any muscle left.
Yeah, it's tough to serve when you come off that timeout, so Mike Norman had a good one there.
Palisade serving. That's out. That should be game.
It serves out, and suddenly we got a 1 game apiece. And Palisades comes from out of nowhere to pull that game out.
So the Palisades win the second game, 15-13. It's all tied up, 1 game apiece in this set. We'll be back for the third game right after this.
You could be sleeping, you may be at work, you may be playing tennis or mowing the lawn, and you don't have to structure your life around whether or not you're going to miss the evening newscast.
Headline News anchor Lynn Russell.
When other news operations are gearing down after a newscast, we're skating across a 2-minute break and getting ready to start again. That's exciting. That's very challenging.
Headline News at your convenience.
We're ready when you're ready.
Headline News around the world every 30 minutes.
Welcome back to McAllister College here in St. Paul, Minnesota. United States Volleyball Association finals here, the championship game. Christopher Glenn along with former Olympian and Hall of Famer Mike O'Hara. This is the third game. Each team here, Malibu and the Palisades, have won one apiece. And that last game by the Palisades, an excellent comeback.
They really, Malibu must feel like their pocket's been picked, because they had this match all tied up. It was just lock, stock, and barrel, and suddenly out of nowhere comes a very good comeback. And they're starting out right, too, because Judd Bushler puts that first ball away, so that's a good omen. By the way, I just was talking at the break with Olympic gold medal winner Paul Sunderland, and he said when they were down 12-13, a great dig was made by Ryan O'Hara, and that got him started again, which I'll have to admit he did make a super dig.
Palisades still has a long road in front of them. They'll have to win the next two in order to take this championship.
Kent Steffen hitting that ball, continuing to hit so tough out there.
Malibu serving on the left side of your screen.
Judd Bushler this time hits out. He was flying, but that ball wasn't quite high enough for him.
First point up on the board. It's 1-0 in favor of Malibu. Here's the serve. Smash goes to the left of the antenna.
Tommy Parr, this time he didn't have much angle to work on, so he didn't hit the angle at all. First
He just decided to go straight over. Two hits on the same side or a carry, one or the other.
Stay seated, folks. Here goes Malibu to making their vaunted takeoff. Three ahead already.
3-0. Malibu serving. Set up by Palisades, a spike. That's over the top and drops in.
Tommy Parr hits that ball well through the block. That's what he's got to do every time. Judd Bushler now in the backcourt. Sherman in the front court.
Palisades serving. They're down by 3. That one's out of bounds. 1 point up on the board for Palisades.
Well, they got him in trouble in the pass. Nick Rothman having some trouble now putting that good pass in. That was another bad one.
Nice spike
had a
made
freebie,
there.
but Blackman couldn't negotiate and control that ball. Kent
3-1
Steffen's
serve.
the server. Scott Sherman hitting that ball high.
Substitution being made here.
Ryan O'Hara back in the game for Kevin Shepard. Here's where they got going, was on that good tough serve. Let's see if he can do it again. Oh, yeah, he got him into a little trouble. Tommy Parr turned around again. Just isn't quite quick enough to dig that ball up.
Malibu will serve it up. They lead 3-1 here in the third game. Best of 3. Each team has one apiece. No chance to save that one.
Trevor Sherman jumping and hitting that ball deep. Nice play.
Palisades will serve.
Parr serving is trying to go down the line and not doing it well, hitting deep. Can't miss those serves.
Score remains 3-1. Malibu serving it up. There's the set, a nice spike, and drops to the ground.
That time Sherman took a little bit off that ball because the set was not quite what he wanted, and he still got it down. Nice play. Sherman now in the backcourt, so Bushler's got to take up the challenge. He's up in the front now.
There's a serve down
Nice
by 2.
serve. Nice serve. And a block by Bushler. That serve got him into trouble. There was no pass, no set, and so the hitter didn't have much to work with. That's what they got to do, is serve tough.
They're only down by 1 now, 3-2 in favor of Malibu. Here's a serve.
Uh-oh, out of position. There's a point. Here's another error by Malibu, and that lets them tie the ball game up.
3 apiece now. Here's a serve. Nice hard spike through the middle.
They've got to be tight on that block. When that set is back from the court like that, they've got to go more toward the center and get tight.
Score remains 3 apiece. Here's a serve. Set up for the spike. Nice save there. They'll set it up back the other way. A spike and a block. Malibu over the top. Nice couple of blocks, but somebody hit the net.
Nice block, but Sherman, or rather Bushler, chipped the net. He was up there strong a couple times. Good play both sides. These guys are doing battle. There's a war going on in that front court.
Makes it 4-3 in favor of Malibu. Nice block there. It'll go up to 5-3 in favor of Malibu.
Starting to get to Bushler again, and he needs to put that ball down. That wall on that other side, Malibu is really blocking well. Quick arm that time. Bushler tucks it in.
5-3, and the serve will go back over to Palisades. Substitution being called for the Palisades.
Blackman signaling for a nice dry ball to serve.
There's a serve.
Serving the wrong guy.
(5-3) still in favor of Malibu. They'll be serving it up here. Tipped over the top, and nobody can save it.
The old dinkum, just everybody's blocking and dug in for that hard ball, and you just tuck it over the block, and that time no one could come up with it. No one could control that ball. Bad.
The set, and he couldn't quite get the spike over.
No, again, the pass was no good. Nick Rothman is not passing that ball well. They should be serving every ball to him.
5-4. Malibu leading. There's their spike. That one just clipped the inside and landed in. Serve goes back over to Malibu. There's the serve. Hard spike cross court.
But out of bounds. Tommy Parr went high, hit hard, but he didn't find the court.
Puts them up by 6-4. There's the serve, but whistle blowing. Players out of position on that one. There's the spike.
That's what Bushler needs to do every time if they're going to stay in this game. Now Sherman's in the front court. He's been actually more successful with his spiking this game. This whole match, in fact.
7-4. Malibu leads it. That one hits the antenna in the net.
Yeah, bad set. Chris Pennell didn't have any place to go at all there.
Makes it 7-5. Malibu still leads it. Palisades serving. Here's a serve. Nice spike. Nobody could get to it. Nice attempt, but it went out of bounds.
Well, they've got a very holy block up there. The hitter's in trouble, but he can find a hole.
Malibu serves with a 7-5 lead. Hard spike, nice block attempt, but he couldn't get it up off the ground.
Palisades team is blocking too wide. They're blocking outside.
And looks like the players are changing sides with an 8-5 lead posted by Malibu. And in the previous games, they switched sides with an 8-0 lead. Is it always a switch no matter what when one team gets to 8?
That's right. It's halfway through the game, and so in order for there not to be a side advantage, that evens everything up.
So the two teams switch sides. Malibu now on the right side of your screen. Palisades on the left. Malibu leads at 8-5. Nice spike. Block attempt. Just barely, but it goes right through him.
That time Palisades weren't ready to hit the ball. Had a free ball, nobody hit it. And they're calling the misalignment.
And that'll make it 10-5 Malibu.
2 free points and misalignment by Palisades. It's like Christmas time is coming early.
Here's Malibu's 10-5 serve.
Trevor Sherman. The Honolulu Blitz.
Can't pick those spikes up off the ground, and control go back over to the Palisades. They're down by 5, 10-5 the score in favor of Malibu. Here's the serve. Set up.
Serving 5. Malibu very steady out there now. They've stopped making mistakes, and Palisades continues to make some.
Drive through, but they say it went out. Malibu goes up 11-5 now. Set up at the net. That one saved a bad placement, and the whistle's blown.
Yeah, it looked like a good set to me, but the referee called him very close tonight. Nice dig by Kent Steffes. He's doing it all.
Palisades serve. They're down by 6. Nice spike there. Couldn't get it up.
Pretty play. They're getting Rothman into trouble in the past, and that's been the only way they've been getting any points.
They're still down by 5. It's 11-6 in favor of Malibu. Palisades serving. Here's a serve.
Nice serve.
Cross court. He lets it go.
And Chalk came up. And suddenly the coach, Jim McLaughlin, calls timeout because it's 7 serving 11. And suddenly Palisades has come in live all on their good serving.
11-7 the score in favor of Malibu. Palisades seems to be gaining some momentum and then losing it, but at the end here, just like they did in the last game, it seems like they're putting on the track shoes and running around a bit harder.
Yeah, the coach should just tell them to serve their toughest serve at the Rothman every time, because he's giving them some goodies.
Teams coming back out on the floor now.
Let's see what they do after the timeout. See what Tommy Parr can do, because he served a couple of real rippers. Let's see what he does now.
Palisades serving.
Good serve. Good serve.
Hard spike.
Pretty one-on-one, and Pennell goes high in the air and puts that ball away. Now he's got his tough serve coming up.
Seems like that timeout might be used just for the sake of breaking up momentum on the server's part.
Yes, works well. Down the line, Adam Unger puts that ball away.
Called in favor of the Palisades. They needed that a lot. 11-7 still the score up on the board.
Trevor Sherman, the server.
Here's a serve.
Nice serve. Yep, got him in trouble again.
Just tipped over, but a save, and up near the ceiling. Doesn't touch
save.
it, though.
Both teams playing great defensively.
Nice blocks up at the front of the net. Just can't get to it and get it up. Oh, the top! Beauty! Crowd is on their feet here.
Great save back there.
Even I didn't give much confidence in that one as I called it out.
Those guys.
Beauty.
Take that, you dirty rats. Now that turned the crowd on. Listen to this crowd appreciate those plays.
Crowd got up on their feet for that one.
And that gives them 8 points. Only 3 down. 8 serving 11.
That was an amazing save there.
That alone could cause that momentum to shift. Uh-oh. McLaughlin caused a little substitution to slow things down. He's got Randy Guerin going back in for Chris Jeffy.
11-8. Malibu leads it.
Crowd's still buzzing over that. That's one of the great plays. That's probably the best play of the whole evening. Nice serve.
Cross court doesn't make it over.
McLaughlin trying a very tricky play, and it didn't quite come off.
11-8. Or make that 11-9. Palisades back within 2. Nice block. I believe it hit the net.
That ball went into the net, and Nick Rothman, suddenly we got a timeout call by McLaughlin, his second one of this game. And we got a 10-11 game. It was, again, a thriller, Chris, with the Palisades closing fast.
Malibu's been losing it. They come on strong in the beginning, but in these last 2 games, they haven't looked as strong as in previous games. You stated in the beginning that it looked like Malibu was not making any mistakes, and obviously they're making quite a few now.
They are, and what happens is that they can't get to that center hitter. Kent Steffes has been their bread and butter guy, and you haven't even heard of him lately.
That one goes long.
Big, strong Trevor Sherman serving that ball out of bounds.
So once again, the timeout makes a factor here. Here's a serve. Malibu up by 1. There's a set. Nice block, but that block goes long.
Judd Bushler pounding that ball as hard as he could.
Shows you how much power was in that spike, just the fact that the deflection came all the way back and out of bounds.
I've been measured at 115 miles an hour, and these guys hit just as hard.
Hits the top of the net. Net serve.
Blackman going for that short serve and got burned by it.
Substitutions being made for Malibu. They're up by 1, 11-10 now.
Kiss Jeffy, the quick backcourtman, goes back in to serve.
Here's a serve. He went over the top of the net. That was quite evident.
Yep, he not only went over, he got a piece of the net. There's a break. They were in trouble. Now it's 10-11. Can they take advantage of it?
Palisades serving. Set up.
There's Kent Steffes. Now see what happens when they get that good first pass. Then they can set the center. But whenever they don't have it, they can't go to that center man, and that's Kent Steffes, the best player on that side.
Score remains 11-10. Malibu serving. There's a spike, and nobody could take that one back.
Tommy Parr gave a facial disgracial down the line. He really hits that ball hard. Tommy Parr plays for Loyola High School out in LA.
Palisades down by 1. They're serving. Nice block.
Yeah. But the ball was tucked in nicely by Chris Pennell. He just snuck it through. There was a little bit of a crack, and in he went.
Score is still 11-10. That time they say he went over the net. That'll make it 12-10.
That's the first point now that Malibu's had for a long time. And the coach, Mike Norman, smartly calls timeout to slow him down a little.
There you see the score, 12-10 in favor of Malibu over the Palisades. This is the 3rd game in the set. And of course, if the Palisades wins this one, they will go into a 4th and final deciding game. Of course, this is a double elimination. So therefore, if Malibu wins, they'll take it all. But Palisades still has yet to give a loss to Malibu, and therefore must win 1 extra if they win here today. 12-10, they're down by 2 now.
Nice hit off the block and out of bounds. Trevor Sherman, bread and butter man tonight. He's really playing the best at the spiking area of anybody. Here's Ryan O'Hara back in the game and serving. They got a spurt when he served 3 in a row.
They're down by 2. There's the setup. Hit the ceiling. That one's out.
They had him trapped, it looked like. The set was not very good, but Chris Pennell once again shows what he's made of by tucking that ball through. Rick McLaughlin now the server.
Here's a serve. Smashes through, hits a defender.
Trevor Sherman finding the hole in that block. Boy, is he playing well. Nice set by Ryan O'Hara, too.
Palisades still down by 2. They control. Here's a serve. There's a setup right off the face, but a save.
Nice dig by Tommy Parr.
Nice recovery there. Another smash, and that one he can't get to.
Chris Pennell once again delivers for that Malibu team. He's awful good. He can pass, dig, play the loose ball, sets when he has to. He's going on to Santa Barbara, and he's a walk-on, but I think that team can use a guy like that. He does it all.
12-10, still the score. Here's a serve. Nice save.
Nice dig by Ryan O'Hara.
Right through the middle, found the hole.
Parker Blackman tucks it in with that left hand of his. He doesn't hit hard, but he sure sees that block well. Here's Trevor Sherman. Now, when Trevor was serving well, they were going good, and then when he served out, they were in trouble. Ooh, great serve.
That one had a lot of downpour on it. Able to return it, though. Malibu will regain possession. Still 12-10 in favor of Malibu.
They've been at 12-10 for quite a while. Both teams siding out nicely. And Craig Forsythe serves out. Serving error. Let's see what Blackman can do here. He likes to dump that ball in short. Nice. Got him in trouble.
Malibu got themselves in trouble with that set.
Well, the serve was awfully good, and they've been getting to Rothman. Nick Rothman's been the guy to serve. Number 7 out there. Let's see if Blackman goes after him again.
12-11 now.
He does.
Malibu only up by 1. There's the smash.
See what happens when that good pass is up? They go to the center man, Ken Steffes, and he just finds that floor. 12-11, however, they did get the 1 point.
Malibu serving up by 1.
Nice play. Bushler up there, moving well. The set's up well by Blackman, and away they go. They could get a new game if they can serve that ball well enough here. That would be an important point for them. Another problem.
Set up. Nice defensive move. Right over the top.
Ryan O'Hara ready to hit that loose ball. There's a setter that was hungry and ready to hit.
It's all tied up. 12 apiece.
Ball game. Adam Unger serving well. You see, they're still picking on Rothman, trying to get him every play.
Palisades serving.
Good pass. There he goes. That's what happens.
A lot of power in that one.
And you got deception. The blockers don't know where to go. They can set all 3 of those hitters.
Here's a serve. It's all tied up. That one had a lot of power.
Bushler's flying up there. Now that's the guy that I've seen in the last 2 days. He was having trouble getting through the block, but now he's getting up high, hitting high, and they're off to the races. 12-12. Here's the big point. Can they go ahead?
Palisades controls. Nice block.
Ryan O'Hara and Sherman up there to wall him. Big block. Suddenly we got a 13-12 ball game. Palisades getting that momentum at the end just like they did in the second game.
Just seemed to drop in
piece of
between.
it, but not enough. Yep. Once again, Steffes, the big man, now he goes back in the backcourt. Here's where they should score.
There's a setup.
Oh,
Good
Trevor Sherman hits a terrible set and just pounds it. Nice play. Gee, they're playing well now.
Referee's going to have to reset his ladder there.
Here's Ryan O'Hara back to serve. If you ever had a good serve on Nick Rothman, this would be the time.
13-12. Palisades leads it. Just gets through.
The serve was good, but it went to the wrong man. It went to Chris Pennell, who just passes that ball too well.
Malibu down by 1 now. There's a spike.
Trevor Sherman eating up leather. I mean, the guy is hungry out there. Look at him roar. He is hot.
Palisades serving up by 1, 13-12. It's long.
Holy moly, Tom Parr serving deep. Just when they needed a point. New game, 13-all. Timeout call by coach for Palisades, Mike Norman.
From this point on, it's pretty much anybody's ball game. Now, they do have to win by 2.
That's right. So either team can do it. And, of course, the serving side has the advantage because they're the only one that can score a point right at this particular time.
The way that it's been going, we might see this one go on forever, back and forth and back and forth. There you see the score, 13-13 in this third and final game of this set. If the Palisades should win it, it will go into a fourth and final deciding game.
Pennell now, again, the finest server on that team, is back to serve after a timeout. Let's see whether he goes for it or whether he plays it safe.
Here's a serve by Malibu. That one was almost 2 points up on the basket there.
Nice set. Ryan O'Hara, nice hit. Sherman.
Palisades will serve it up.
Trevor Sherman, the server. He either goes good or
oh God, right into the
two missed serves in a row. Didn't concentrate enough.
Well, the score will remain at 13-13.
Score site does the same thing right back at you. Error time.
I think the scoreboard keeper could go take a nap for a while.
Now they've got the big Kevin Shepard, Tom Selleck's son, in there, and Blackman the server. Keep that ball in the court, but tough. Bad pass.
That one's a souvenir.
Nice hit. Nick Rothman, not a good pass, but he made up for it by hitting that ball well.
Still tied up.
Good hit. Again, Sherman. Looked like a Sherman tuck up there.
The crowd does not agree with that one. It'll remain at 13-13.
Off Tommy Parr and out of bounds.
Another timeout called up on the board. These timeouts, I believe, are 30 seconds apiece, or is that just a substitution?
That's a substitution.
Just a substitution taking place.
In the game is Greg Alber, and he hasn't played the whole match. Let's see what happens here.
They might try to test him.
Ooh, nobody home.
Beauty.
And everybody's high on that side of Palisades. But Bushler now moves in the backcourt. So that means Sherman's up front. That sounds pretty good to me. McLaughlin now comes back in. That strategy didn't work out. So McLaughlin, the good setter, back in the ball game.
Game remains tied, 13 apiece.
And once again, Chris Pennell delivers the mail. Comes through here at 6'1", not big, but he sure does pound that ball well.
Here's a serve.
Nice defense on both sides.
That was a beauty.
Great block. Oh, they call the ball, the block into the net. They call Sherman, I guess, into the net, or Shepard, somebody.
A very critical time for that type of call.
Yeah, that was tough. That was really tough. Here's the point game.
Malibu 14-13 now. Palisades has to get it back.
And they got away with it. Wow, what a great dig. Adam Unger made a great play over there, kept that ball alive, and hope still blooms in the old Palisades Village. And into the game goes Ryan O'Hara, the guy that's been serving that ball pretty well. Let's see what he's got, Chris.
That one saved the game for him, saved the day, pretty much saved a long time's worth of hard work. Here's a serve. That hit the antenna.
Hit the antenna. Even game, 14 all. Great serve. Nice play. No, the ball did not go over the net, and suddenly we got a 15-14. And the game's on the line right here. What's going to happen?
Palisades has a chance to win it here. This will send it into a fourth and final game. They have to win this volley. Nice block, but that one's going to go out. Palisades was so motivated they were about to go up in the stands for that one.
Chris Pennell delivers again. What a bread and butter player he's been. And McLaughlin makes that same change. He takes out Chris Jeffrey and puts in Randy Guerin, who's a better hitter and blocker. And here they need a point to get even. 14 serving 15. What a ball game.
Malibu serving. It's over the top.
The Sherman tank rips another one. God, is he up there hitting. What a pound.
Palisades will have a chance to win it here.
Nice set by Ryan O'Hara. They've got that combination going well.
15-14, they're up by one. This is their serve. There it is!
And the Sherman tonk delivers. Great play. Nice serve.
We're going to be going into a fourth and final championship game. It's going to be all for that. 16-14. Palisades just seems to have the momentum rolling for them.
They are tough. What a finish.
16-14, they won that second game, 15-13, and they lost big in the first game, but it doesn't matter because these two games are what matter. It's going to send them into a fourth and final deciding game.
Conditioning is going to play a part here. The Pali team has played a lot more games today than the Malibu team, 2 more in fact. And those 2 games can tell the tale, but momentum has shifted. Now Malibu gets ahead. Nobody worries about it because Palisades has proven that they can come back twice.
The only game that matters will be the next one. We'll be back for coverage of the fourth and final game right after this.
The rules have changed. It's not the same. It's all the play.
This summer, discover something better than HBO. The HBO Cinemax Combo. It's a summer celebration and it sizzles. With over 160 features a month, so there's always something different to turn to. From Mask to Pale Rider, it's outrageous. Ghostbusters to Gremlins, it's explosive. From A View to a Kill to sports, it's out of control. From Dylan to Liza, it's a summer celebration with the HBO Cinemax Combo exploding with excitement.
Welcome back to McAllister College here in St. Paul. Christopher Glenn along with Mike O'Hara. And and it looks like Palisades has really got their momentum built up, and they might be hard to break here.
This looks like chemistry where Palisades gets behind, they make a lot of unforced errors, and then toward the end of the game they get solid as a rock, and suddenly Malibu starts making the unforced errors. They made a half a dozen near the end there, and suddenly we got a brand new ball game.
Here's the opening serve in the fourth game, and Malibu puts the first one up, and they'll regain their possession of the ball. They'll be serving up.
Kent Steff is ripping that ball, and once again, when they get the good first pass, they can go to that man in the center. When they don't, they can't. Here we go again. Unforced errors on the part of Palisades, making it easy.
1-0. Malibu up.
Lollipop serve, and nobody can pass it.
Back the other way.
That time Bushler had the quick arm and tucked that ball in. The block was there, but he just found a way to get it down.
Hard hit. That was a beauty.
Kent Steffes. Boy, do they hate to see him go into the back row. He is an animal up there.
They put a lot of speed on those. They're up 1-0. Can't get that one over.
Adam Unger had that ball lined up, but he couldn't control it.
They're up 2-0 now.
Yep, this is the same routine that has been happening in these last two games. In fact, it happened in the first game, but they kept going. That time Tom Parr was able to get the ball down. Here again, Bushler has really come on strong and has carried his load, as is Sherman.
2-0 in favor of Malibu.
Another error on the part of Palisades, serving out. They just cannot get their concentration going early in the game. They've played this way the whole tournament. Another mistake.
Right through there.
Tommy Parr finding that hole. Into the game goes Ryan O'Hara, who has really been setting that ball well. He and Parker Blackman have done a fabulous job of setting.
There's a serve. Just over the top. It came back in and hit the net.
Yeah, one of the blockers was in the net.
2-0 still. Malibu leads.
That time the ball dropped a little and Sherman didn't adjust. That Chris Pennell serve is awfully tough. It just all of a sudden the lights turn out on it.
Nice save by Malibu.
Sherman twice in a row. Pennell, tough play. 4 serving zip. Here they go again. Getting that early lead. Nick Rothman putting the ball down. Suddenly the wall is up there. They can't get the ball away, and timeout is shrewdly called by Mike Norman for the Palisades team.
But then again, maybe we have nothing to worry about the way that the past games have been going. They've been down by large margins before putting on some speed and power and coming back to get it. Of course, as far as the games go, they lost the first game and came back to win the next 2.
Someone's writing an interesting script, Chris.
Yeah, it could be. We cannot call anybody down right now. Malibu's ahead by 5, but the Palisades have shown that they have the perseverance to come back from those kind of deficits.
Number 1 Palisades or Malibu servers up there, Chris Pennell, serves that ball so it just weaves and bobs and drops to the floor. Passing is the key to the game, and Palisades hasn't been able to do that in the first quarter of this game.
Here's a serve.
Whoa! That time they blocked it right back into his head and out of bounds. So that time the Sherman tank got rolled over.
6-0, Malibu serving. Hard spike.
That time Sherman was on the right side and he found a hole, put it down. Nice play. They're going into him so often that everybody in the gym knows who's going to get the ball.
Nice setup.
Craig Forsythe ripping that ball from the right side cross court. Nice play, got Blackman in the shoulder.
Still 6-0, Malibu serving.
Good play over that block and down. Nick Rothman also into the net, but it didn't matter. The Sherman tank awfully consistent tonight.
Palisades will get a chance to put their first points up on the board. They're down 6-0. Wiping some of the sweat off the floor now.
Trevor Sherman serving back there. Well, Chris Pennell mops up.
Here's a serve.
In trouble.
That one was way long.
Blockers into the net. Palisades can't do anything right.
So Malibu will take the serve. They're up 6-0.
Nice turn by Anna Munger. Good set. A lot of deception that time. Good first pass.
Substitution over on the Palisades side.
Kevin Shepard into the game. Here's the good blocking. Good hitter. See what happens.
Down by 6. Here's a serve. Hard smash.
Blackman serving that ball to the best passer. Can't do that and get away with it. Everything works when that pass is up, and Pennell is their best passer. Doesn't make sense.
Malibu serving. They're still up 6-0. So kind of a dry spell here as far as scoring goes. Nice set, but a nice block.
That's what happens when you go to the well too often. You go to the same guy all the time, and sooner or later they're going to get you.
Here's a serve. 7-0.
They're setting every ball to Sherman when he's up at the net and to Bushler when he's out of the net, so the other blockers just forget about the other hitters. That's got to wear them down sooner or later. Not good strategy.
Down by 7. Palisades is serving. There's a set.
Once again, Bushler into the net.
Into the net.
Killing them. That's killing them. 7-zip, and they've had all kinds of chances for points and making an error.
Malibu serving. Nice block.
Oh, that's Bushler's great athletic endeavor. He just persevered.
Didn't touch the net that time.
Yeah, he is a terrific basketball player, by the way. He's going to Arizona, play for Lute Olson. First mistake of the game for Malibu. Now here's where usually the lights start to turn out a little bit, is the second half of the ball game. Finally, Palisades gets on the board. Another bad pass. Chris Pennell, just the bread and butter guy for that team. You know, they go to him when they get into trouble.
Up 7-1 now. Malibu to serve. Cross court.
Trevor Sherman missing that line. And they change sides at 8.
We haven't been watching too closely, but maybe this is the point where the Palisades turns when they get that chance to walk to the other side of the court.
Time will tell whether the chemistry prevails. I think that this Palisades team is a lot tireder this game than they have been in previous games. You can tell that they're a little bit erratic on their passes, and therefore the sets aren't quite as good and the hits aren't quite as good. See if they can concentrate and really focus well enough to pull this game out. Long road.
Been a long day for them so far.
Yeah, they got knocked in the losers bracket yesterday, and so they've had to travel and play more games than the teams in the winners bracket. The delay, change of sides. McLaughlin serves out. Let's see what happens here. Here's the substitution.
So it'll be interesting what's going to happen here.
Ryan O'Hara into the game.
He's been serving some excellent serves earlier.
Down your line.
Down by 7. It's 8-1 Malibu. Nice save. There's a set. Beauty!
The big crowd. Trevor Sherman, a great dig. Who pulled that ball up? Was that Parr? I think so. Nice dig. Make it wiggle. Ryan O'Hara going back to serve.
Here's a serve. Just out of his reach.
Nice diving attempt to dig that ball by Bushler. Judd Bushler almost came up with it. Double the score to 2, 8 serving 2, and here's Pennell, the guy that gets all the points for him in that serving area.
Nice block, but they can't get it over.
A nice attempt by Chris Jeffrey. Almost control that ball. Tommy Parr, the server.
8-2 Malibu. Palisades serving. Hard hit, but he slowed it up and a bit too much there.
Looked like Bushler slipped in that play. They could have controlled that ball, it looked like.
The initial hit slowed it down a bit and maybe caught Bushler off guard.
Nice pass.
There's a set up top. Hit the fan.
Nice hit. That time, Adam Unger didn't think they were going to set him because they hadn't set him for about 10 minutes. They keep going to the big boys.
There you saw him looking up at the fan.
Adam had to really hurry because he was not ready to hit at all, and he wound up ripping that ball well. So they've gotten the freshman Dan Hannon coming into the game. He hasn't been playing lately, and Sherman needed a little bit of a blow.
8-2. Malibu still leads it.
In trouble. Out of bounds. Nobody touched it. There's the point. 3 serving 8. Here comes those footsteps up the hill.
Down by 5 now. Palisades serving.
Another trouble.
Ooh. Parr wasn't able to get underneath that one to put it over. Malibu serving up.
Nice play.
Ooh, cross court and put it out.
Bushler that time couldn't get a piece of it. Just hit the ball well out of bounds. Just missed that one. Clean missed it. And that could be fatigue showing because it looked like the ball was yelling, hit me, hit me.
Couldn't find it there. Almost landed on their head.
Steffes got a piece of it, and then he lost the ball. That time Bushler was going over, and now he's kind of in the block.
Palisades is still down by 6. Ooh.
Good block. Bushler got Steffes. Little retribution that time. It's the first time I can remember Steffes getting blocked.
That block was almost simultaneous with a hit.
4 serving 9. They're creeping up bit by bit. Trouble on the pass.
Couldn't save it there.
Dan Hannon, big boy in the back row, good hitter, but not the best digger in the world. Most of the big boys aren't as good at it as the smaller athletes. Good pass.
There's a set.
Okay. Judd Bushler pounding that ball through the block. Adam Unger's a server. 4-serving-9. They're holding the other team.
Cross court set. Ooh. Tough break.
That time they handled Tommy Parr. Nice wall up there. They owned him. That was a potential point. 9-serving-4. Nice hit. Judd Bushler flying up there in a great deceptive set. Blackman really moved that ball back. All the wall was up on the other side. And here's Sherman back in the game and should be a little bit fresher.
Here's a serve. Score is maintained at 9-4 Malibu. That one's out.
Bad pass. Nick Rothman.
Looks like Palisades is coming back.
Timeout called by Malibu. Want to slow down this move.
In the past, it looked like that had hindered them more than helped them. Palisades seems to be unaffected because they could use the rest more than I think Malibu could. I think Malibu has a bit more stamina left.
They're hoping, though, that the serve won't be quite as tough, and just to give them something to think about. But again, they're trying to change that magic because the chemistry has been predictable the last 3 times. This is the 3rd time, and this is the game where it's all on the line.
9-5. Palisades serving and down by 4. A beauty.
Trevor Sherman walling. Great block on Craig Forsythe. Bad pass.
Ooh.
Oh, bread and butter man. Chris Pennell comes down the line with it.
I don't think there was much that could happen on that one.
9-serving-6, so they're creeping up still. Malibu's been a 9 a long time. They get a piece now, in control. Chris Pennell right through that block. And 2 digits. Finally, Malibu gets off the 9 into 10, 10-serving-6.
Malibu serve up by 4. Whistle blowing.
Oh, big call.
That's going to immediately put another point up on the board for Malibu. That'll make it 11-6. Delay a bit in the serve.
Referee is calling something wrong.
One of the Malibu players ducked under the net for a moment, made sure he explained something. I don't know what that confrontation was about.
Good pass. Nick Rothman, nice dig. And Pennell, bread and butter, puts it away again. Timeout called by Mike Norman for Palisades. And the combination, Nick Rothman back there digging that ball up, and they go to Pennell every time, and Pennell's just putting that ball away methodically.
They're going to have to isolate him and keep it away from him.
Well, they got to put that ball away is what they got to do. And whenever the ball comes up, that setter's going to get it to Pennell because he's their bread and butter right now.
They're not out of it by any means. Down by 6.
Momentum has definitely shifted, however. From that 9 to 12 was an easy 3. And the 1 was a bad call. It was a call by the referee where they were out of position. Good pass.
Nice block.
Oh,
that one's
Ryan
through.
O'Hara putting that ball down. Had 2 guys in front of him blocking, and he still threaded the needle.
Palisades will get their serve back. They're down by 6. They got a long way to work up.
Ryan O'Hara rewarded for his alacrity by getting the serve.
Here's a serve.
In trouble. In trouble.
Hits the top of the net. Saved by the Palisades with a spike. No, he fakes it. That one saved, slowed up.
Adam Unger trying to play it, set the hard play instead of right in front of him. Gets it caught with a throw. Decisive play. That would have gotten him off the 6.
That one could ruin some momentum that was building. There's one. They call it long.
It's deep. Yeah, nobody blocked that ball. They're making mistakes again. They can't afford to do it at this juncture.
13-6.
Sherman up and wham! Down the ball goes. Well, the perils of Pauline again, Chris. They're just hanging by a thread again.
They're back with control of the serve. They're down by 7. Here's a serve.
Trouble. There, they got a good serve. The ball came back and down it goes. So it's 7-13. Can they pull it out again? Wow.
They'll have to make a awfully long roll of points here, but it's well within their prospects for tonight. They've been doing it all night. A beautiful block.
Footsteps up the wall they come. Great wall. But again, they got it on the good path, on the good serve, and the pass was poorly executed. So everybody knew Forsythe was going to have to hit the ball.
There's the serve.
Good serve.
Hit some players up front, and that deflected any chance of a rebound attempt in the back line.
13 serving 8. Forsythe the server.
If they stop the server, they will just come right back with no damage done, and that'll be good for momentum. Hits the ceiling.
Sherman whapping that ball. He is really a destructive power out there. Woo. Now they give him a blow. Back into the game comes Dan Hannon, who's a fresh player and serving pretty well. They're trying to put that ball again on Rothman every chance they get. Yep, go right to him. Missed ball by Steffes. He still got away with it. Again, these backcourtmen are not too quick.
13-8.
Try to dig in for that heavy hit, and the loose one tears them up.
Oh.
Tommy Parr had him lined up, but he just wasn't quickly enough adjusting. And again, these backcourt guys, the big boys, just aren't as quick and good at digging that ball. Nick Rothman has dug much better ones.
This is it. Over the top, and Malibu's going to take it.
Malibu pulls it out.
They win the final game by a score of 15-8. But the Palisades didn't give up. They just kept playing and playing, and they almost pulled it off.
They really showed a lot of character, Chris. Made an awfully good ball, awful good match out here. Crowd really appreciates it.
The consensus of the crowd that this game would most likely be a blowout by Malibu, but the Palisades showed that they gave it everything they had it worth, and they didn't make it easy for Malibu either.
Nice way to finish. They went down firing.
15-8 the final score in that game. Palisades also made it go into that final game, so they did give Malibu one loss.
Forced them to the wall, and Malibu show what they're made of. They persevered and didn't fold as they had in the 2 prior games. Nice way to finish. Some fabulous athletes out here, Chris. This junior Olympic program is on the move, and that's why our regular national team is so good. It's the best in the world right now because they had that grassroots program and interest in volleyball.
What's in the future for a lot of these guys? Can they make it on to the Olympic teams and like that?
These kids will now go on to college, and a lot of them have tremendous scholarships, and they're going on to some of the fine volleyball schools, and if they play well enough in college, then 5 or 6 years from now, they'll be ready to try out for the national team.
Once again, the US VBA champions for the Intermediate Men's League is Malibu. They just pulled it off over the Palisades. We'll be back for a wrap-up and the awards ceremony coming up right after this.
And now, Max the Wonder Dog to tell you why Cinemax is your best buy on cable TV. Exactly. Cinemax has more movies every month than any other premium pay channel. Right. In July, it's hits like Mask and Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome. Classics like Topper. And as Max reminds me, innovative originals, music to tap your paws to. Over 70 choices in July and every month. So listen to Max, fetch the phone, and call for Cinemax now.
College here. The awards ceremony's just starting underway. There you see the champions, Malibu. They have had a hard-fought game, a hard-fought day, and they take the championship. And you can see the joy in their faces. Here comes people who can't be that down on themselves. They played an excellent game, an excellent series of games, and they gave Malibu everything they could. And it took Malibu 4 games to defeat them. These, of course, the guys from Palisades, there you see them giving congratulations to each other. They, of course, as Michael Harris stated earlier, geographically neighbors. And so the players, almost all of them, know each other. And of course, in street clothes, the third place teams coming up. We are going to join the PA announcer here for the awards presentation and the introduction of the dignitaries awarding them.
And
Well, we're all out of time here at This Week in Sports. Once again, the hard-fighting men from Malibu defeat the Never Say Die players from the Palisades to claim the Intermediate Men's Championship of the United States Volleyball Association. For Mike O'Hara, the tournament director, Kurt Glessman, of course, my production director, Mike Rowe, and of course, the whole rest of the Group W Cable Sports crew, I'm Christopher Glenn. Thanks for watching.